Hi, this is Maya Wheeler, Executive Director for the WDC. Today we're here in Sterling, Colorado at the Office of Economic Development for the Logan Economic Development Corporation for a Colorado startup road trip to talk to small businesses about different funding opportunities. So we're going to go inside now and I'll tell you more. We're in Denver and I started my nonprofit by coming to Sterling, Colorado in 2022. Trey used to have a program with the University of Colorado to help small businesses start up and grow their businesses. And so I came here looking to learn how to if this program would be a good fit to work with immigrant businesses. And while I was here, they told me to think about a business I wanted to start. So I came up with this nonprofit that focuses on economic empowerment and workforce development. So we work with entrepreneurs and small businesses to help them navigate the journey of being a small business, because it can be lonely. Your friends and family might not have the same interest in this, and so we just don't hand people off to different organizations. We kind of stay with you and we connect you with the resources. So that's my story about why I'm here and what we do. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're one of OEDIT's vendors for the What Makes Colorado Pop initiative. There's 6 vendors, and we focus in the Denver metro area, the Eastern Plains, and Southern Colorado, so Pueblo and Colorado Springs. So it's been said many times today that rural entrepreneurs face similar barriers to underrepresented groups. So OEDIT created a program to help small businesses who don't traditionally qualify for loans like from Wells Fargo's, Chase, US Bank. And now with the current political environment, anyone who meets the eligibility criteria for OEDIT's capital access programs are eligible. So there's just like a number of employees, your revenue, and things like that are the criteria. It's not like it's based on your race or something like that. It's open to everyone. And so what we do outreach for this program, but we also provide technical assistance. We're not like Kiva where we actually make the loans, but we connect small businesses with OEDIT's vendors for the loans, like the Colorado Enterprise, B-Side, and some others. So traditional lending doesn't work for everyone. I think you already talked about it, the collateral piece, or you have to be the guarantor. And if you haven't been in business, I think Kiva was talking about this as well, like 2 or 3 years, they don't want to give you money. So these are just some of the reasons why it doesn't work. But so this is how we work with you. So a lot of the people who presented have explained the process for connecting with them. So you guys would scan, I've had a QR code on here, you would scan the QR code and then you would set up an initial consultation, and our technical assistance providers would ask you, what do you want the money for? And then all these great worksheets that she provided, they're gonna wanna know that information. They might not ask it in that setting because they're gonna start thinking about what homework assignments you need to do. Like say you came in and someone mentioned this about buying a vehicle. So they might say, have you started looking at vehicles? Do you know how much it's gonna cost? And all these different things, because you're gonna need 3 estimates. Then they're gonna ask you about, do you have your cash flow projections or something like that? So they'll ask different things, and if you don't have them, they're gonna say you need to go work on this. Our goal is that we work with the SBDCs, like to help people with stuff they don't already have, but if you don't have it, we will work with you as well. But so when you're coming to us, we're hoping to see you have already attempted a business plan, you have some kind of financial documents, which is good because all those spreadsheets, those papers that she gave are really good. And we're gonna wanna know if you're business ready. So does everyone know what business ready means? It means you've registered with the Secretary of State. You have a checking account that's for your business. You know, if you're a business that sells a product, you registered with your local municipality. You've registered to get ready to start paying taxes to the city and the state. So you've done all these things, because a lot of people are solo entrepreneurs, or however you say that, and they haven't done that stuff. And you really need a business plan so you know where you're going. So once you get there, you know you've gotten there. So they sit down with you and they help you identify which capital program is going to work best for you. Maybe it's not an OEDIT product, but our goal is to focus on that, because a lot of times when you're buying vehicles, it might be better to use a commercial lender, because you don't have to have all the documents that are required for some of these OEDIT programs. And then they'll also, like I said, help you tweak your business plan and your financial documents so they meet, they're going to look good to the lenders. And then they'll help you navigate putting your loan package together, because a lot of us don't know what we should really be including in that, and we don't know how to tell our story. She gave a sheet that talks about learning how to tell your story, but they will help you know how to tell your story to a lender so it has a better chance of getting funded. And so some of these products have already been talked about, like the Rural Jumpstart program, but there's also the Colorado Startup Loan, and most of all these products are for profit. The only two that don't really look at that are the Colorado Reserve, because I'm a nonprofit and you can be eligible for that, commercial, agriculture, like pretty much all the business types. And then this one is, well, you don't need to be a for-profit, it's not specific. But these type of loans, you can see that all of these loans are based on the number of, well, the last two aren't, but the number of employees you have and your revenue. So like for the climate fund, you can't have more than 25 employees. And you can't make more than, I think it's 2 million or 3 million, one of the two. But either you're already making that or your projected revenue can't be more than that amount. The Climber Fund is for people who have been impacted by COVID. And so you needed to have just been stable and showing a profit in the last 5 years before COVID to get that. And those terms are pretty flexible and the interest rates are good. And then for community development block grant loans, those are intended to help create jobs. So you get $20,000 for each employee. You're eligible to get $20,000 for each employee you hire. And then there's more details to that. And then these, I think you asked about the collateral. This program will work with lenders to provide collateral on loans. Up to, I think you have to come up with 50% of the assets or something, but they will help with that. And then the Colorado Credit Reserve is also good for people who don't have credit. They will provide, they will secure the loan for you with the lender. They're gonna secure a certain amount. So is this program for you? You might ask yourself, have I ever been denied by a bank before? And it's not a bad thing to tell us you've been denied by a bank. It just helps us know how to help you and support you so that we can correct what wasn't provided in the past that might needed to have been provided. And then maybe you're unsure how to apply for a loan. You don't have a relationship with a bank. So we can, like I said, connect you with the right lender. And then you're worried you don't have perfect credit, especially if you're going to be the guarantor. A lot of startups, you have to be the guarantor. And then, are you never considered taking a loan to grow your business? You've been paying for it all along. Like maybe we even work with people. One of the people we worked with in here said she financed her business using her credit cards. And now her payments are getting too high and she wants to scale her business. But she didn't think any lenders are gonna want to give her any money if she has all this credit card debt. But you can refinance your credit card debt and get more money to be able to start to scale your business. So if you're tired of navigating this process alone, we're here to help you. We'll see you from the beginning to the end. You let us know what your goals are, and we're going to work with you. So if you said yes to any of these, please use our QR code and set up a meeting. We are out of Denver, but we can do meetings virtually, either on the phone or Zoom, Google Meets, those kind of technology we can use. And I do come here because we have a partnership with Trey as well to outreach to rural businesses in Colorado. So if you need any support, just let us know. And then it just says, like I said, schedule your free consultation, and we'll sit down and discuss your situation and see how we can help you improve it.